Okay, alrighty then. I got my motherfucking 512 gigabyte SD card so I can finally make long videos again. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Thank you. I'm feeling very nice since last time you saw me. I am so happy I got my new SD card and it's full of potential, and just like how I function in real life, whenever something's full of potential, it fucking scares me because it makes me anxious about all the ways things could go right, things could go wrong, and when you have too many options, you don't know where to pick. Kind of like imagine you're in a candy store with amazing, exquisite, rare options that you know you can't find anywhere else, but you think to yourself, damn, it'll be a long time since until I'm able to come into the store again, so I can only pick one of these extremely rare flavors. But there's so many. There's so many. And they're all extremely unique. So how do you choose the one or at maximum three that you will focus on for the time being? There's so many. And are you even ready for the flavors that you get? And I don't know, it's so funny. Like, I thought to myself, you know what? I will focus on plenty of things. I'll focus on screenwriting, I'll focus on comedy producing, and there was one more goal I had. But well, just being a bad bitch. And for being a bad bitch, I was like, you know what? Let's upload some cute pictures of me onto like dating profiles and see what happens. Let's just say I remember I was so annoyed at being banned on Bumble for cursing niggas out, and let's just say the first day on it, these niggas have yet again set me off. I'm a very straightforward person, but these are the types of men on these dating apps. They'll complain about a male loneliness epidemic, but they won't read profiles. They won't ask you anything interesting. They'll bring up sex as soon as possible. They want to use code words for everything instead of just outwardly saying what they want. And they're just like perverted with like no riz, no attraction, shitty shirtless fucking bathroom photos. One of the worst photos I saw was this dude. He took not even a video of himself at the gym, just a photo. And it wasn't of his arms, it wasn't of his body. He was like, you know how someone lays down on a gym rack when they're about to put up weights? This man had a photo, like a self timer screenshot photo type shit of him where he's about to pull up a weight that it doesn't even seem like he can lift up if you look at his scrawny ass build. But it was nothing but a pelvis shot and his shitty, hairy, not muscular, undertoned thighs. Why the fuck would you think I'd want to see that? Like, mind you, this is my first impression of you, and I have to see like your very unimpressive ball and very small pointed for some reason like clit in the photo. Like, dude, come on now. Niggas will be like, I'm gonna match with Timidity, she seems nice, and then they'll be like, oh hey, what are you looking for on here? And I'll say, oh, did my profile not make it clear? And they'll be like, no, it did, I just want to ask. And I already knew at that point I should have just like blocked them or unmatched, because it's like, what do you mean it was clear but you're still asking? And I just kind of just was like, well, I don't know. Like, I was like, I don't know what you want me to say. He said, well, are you looking, I am looking for something like, I noticed that your profile said you were looking to short term, open to long term. I just wanted to know, are you looking for like casual and emotional, non situationship, like fun and casualness, or are you looking for emotional seriousness? Bond? Question mark. And I just am like, I don't know what any of those mean. I don't know what those words mean. Like, grandma don't know what that means, sweetie. I'm old. Granny don't know what that mean. Don't talk to me that way. Act like you have some fucking sense. But either way, I just told him I'll make it pretty clear. I'm not into hookups. If you're looking for hookups, go away. I hope you find it with someone else. But if you're looking for fun dates, then cool. I'm the type of person where I like someone who has charm and effort. And then it's like, and I just thought to myself, he will figure out what that means eventually. But he still didn't fully get it, and he sent one of those really annoying, long, hard to decipher again messages where he was like, well, I'm looking for something short term. I'm not looking for something serious. I'm just looking for something fun and casual and lighthearted and easygoing. So if you're down for that, let me know. And if you're not, that's, I hope you find what you're looking for. Let me know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, sweetie, my profile said I am single until I'm married and that I am not looking for hookups, but I am looking for effort. I think you can decipher what the fuck that means yourself. It means you're not gonna open this fucking pussy and crack me open like a fucking set of buttered up crab legs off the fucking rip. I'm not gonna suck your dick just because you take me out to like one comedy show. No, thank you, whore. I have a life, believe it or not. And even if I didn't have a life, it's like, I'll put it this way. You know what? Like, just, yeah, it's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. If, like, it's like you already heard me clear as day say I'm not into hookups. You saw my profile, all that, and you still wanted to try. And then the worst thing is you want to just waste my time with these long ass fucking Riddler ass messages where I'm supposed to also, I'm gonna say it. I remember when I was younger, when I was like 18 or so, this guy tried to hit me up online and he kept saying like, "Yeah, I'll treat you. I'll ball you out. I'll do this. I'll take you out to dinner and to like a cool movie, and maybe even like I'll buy you like something really cute from a shop, like an item." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds really sweet. Hell yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, then afterwards we can like have some fun, lol." And I was like, "What do you mean by fun?" He said, like afterwards, after the movie, we could have some fun." And I said, "Okay, what do you mean by fun though?" He said, "We could just like go out and have a good time." And I was like, "Okay." And then he said, "And have some fun, a little fun after." And I said, "What does that mean?" And I want you to guess how many more times this man said the word fun. He said that shit at the very fucking least 7 more times. So it took an obscene amount of time to get this man to just finally say, "You can suck my dick in the car a little bit." And I said, "No, thank you, I'll pass." What's funny is I was hypersexual back in the day. If he probably did just say, "If you want to have sex with me after, that would be cool," like there probably would have been a chance that I would have been like, "You know what, I respect that you're upfront about it," and I would have either politely rejected him or said, "You know what, fuck it, like, hey, some niggas have been sucked for less, so this seems great." But no, since he wanted to be such a headache inducing person, he fumbled the bag and dried out my pussy worse than some motherfucking freeze dried strawberries, bitch, just crumbling apart, just pussy gone, not accessible for you, no thank you, like locked up, just ugh. He fucked that up. Oh my god. And also, what's with the, like, men are so afraid of like a hypothetical gold digger or a scam, which is so fucking funny. So fucking funny. Like, if you're that afraid of a gold digger, then how about you date women in your own age range and your pocket range? There are tons of women that are within your range for looks, within your range for age, and within your range for income who you can split the bill with and have a good time with. But no, these niggas will be like, "I am 70. I am gonna get mad when this woman who is like 22 wants me to take her out for a nice lunch. What do you mean that she doesn't want to just get like an old fashioned risky with a little bit of a roofie in it and like look at my old liver spotted hands shake dramatically against the tumbler as I try to molest her thigh after to impress my local buddies at the bar?" It's like, I'm not there to impress your fucking regulars, my nigga. And also, if you're 70 and you can't afford a sandwich, I kind of see why you're still single. Because if you're from the ages where it's like everything cost a fucking dime and women were basically just like given to you. Like, nigga, all you had to, like, everything was cheap. And women were told that if they didn't have a man, they would die and their uterus would, like, fall apart like some fucking graham crackers. And they'd be an old spinster by the time they were 22. So it's like, if you come out of the generations where it was that easy to get a bitch and you're still bitchless and stingy and all that, no offense, I think you should kill yourself. I know that's fucked up to say, but I think you should kill yourself. I don't want you alive. You need to die. You're fucking up our elections. You're fucking up the dating scene. You're fucking up, like, you're, no, not even the dating scene, because I don't scout for those niggas. They scout for me. It's like, nigga, I'm just trying to fucking vibe at this bus stop, and you're shaking your way away from your fucking desk, hoping you have a chance with me. And it's so funny with that one nigga who was 70, he didn't realize that he had already tried to ask me for my number like 4 times before. He was gonna ask for a fifth fucking time. He didn't remember because of the dementia. Nigga, just die. Please die. Kill yourself. Anyway, what's up with niggas? Like, I'll put it this way: a dude tonight, I like something I know is that I've been told to do not go for spontaneous men because the men out here are not spontaneous in the fun way that you expect them to be. Like, I'll put it this way: my version of spontaneous is like last year when a guy was like, "Oh, hey, Tamia, what would it take for you to drop everything that you have planned for 4th of July and come with me to Lake Tahoe for 4th of July instead?" It's like, that's the type of shit I like. But then these niggas, a nigga tonight, he was straight up like, "Oh, hey, how do you feel about spontaneity?" I said, "Oh, it depends. Like, if it's something really good, then I'll leave my house for it. But otherwise, it's like, I'd like to just have plans in advance so that I can know like what, like, I just like my personal time and I value it." He was like, "That's cool, that's cool. What if we met up tonight for something?" And I was like, "Oh." And I thought to myself, if it was a high effort date, I still would be a bit tired, but it depends on how good it sounds. Because, mind you, I'm out here feeling like motherfucking Diogenes. I'm just slumped on my floor, body aches, tired as fuck, dehydrated. It's been a long day. But I thought to myself, my sleep schedule's fucked up anyway, and I could talk to this guy and see what's going on. Why did this nigga? Oh, God. He read my profile like a fucking idiot. And his dumbass was like, "Oh, let's see." Like, I asked him what he would be down to do if we did meet up tonight, because I was like, you know what? It's 8:30 and the sun is still out, surprisingly, and I still have energy. I guess, what do you have in mind? This nigga saw my whole profile talking about all the exquisite shit I like to do and have done and all that. And this nigga had the nerve to be like, well, since I see that you don't drink, how about we get you a non alcoholic drink instead? And if not that, then we could stargaze on my rooftop at my apartment. And if not that, maybe a movie. And I know, and I just thought to myself, oh, how interesting. This man who works in the tech industry is so fucking penny pinching stingy and disrespectful my way with how he values me and women all around him that he wants me to get dolled up, travel all the way into a far away city by myself for the chance to hang out with him and get a juice at 9 p.m. or later at night. You hate me so much that you want me to, in a humiliation ritual, get dolled up and walk and take public transit and Uber and all this shit just for the luxury of sitting on your roof to look at the stars? Bitch, I live in. Shut the fuck up. Also, a juice? If I want a juice, I can just step outside my house with my fucking crumbled up dollar bills and go across the street to the corner store and get myself a delicious fucking pink guava can juice, which actually sounds banger as fuck. I might do that in a second. You want me to get a juice at night? Do you know how much you have to hate someone where you're like, oh my god, you're the most beautiful, gorgeous woman I've seen on this app all day? Absolutely amazing. I want to reward you by making you put in so much effort for the luxury of sitting on my roof to look at the stars in a light polluted ass area. Or, even better, a juice. Even if it were a mocktail, that's still it's like you saw my profile say I have coffee at home. I only like to get invited out to amazing experiences. You saw me talk about Cirque du Soleil. You saw the videos, the posts, all that. You saw me go to the most expensive restaurants in the city, the most amazing events, all that. And you still fixed your fingers to type that? You need to die. You need to be put down like a fucking wild dog. You need to be killed. Another guy just pissed me off. And I'm noticing these men are from the same demographic. And it's so funny. The last time I had a date with that demographic, I was like, I'm not giving these men any more chances because they're hypersexual and disrespectful. Like, I'll put it this way. This final guy, he was talking to me. And he was like we were talking about, I don't know, so, like he was like, how did you enjoy your day? I said, oh, it's been a nice day. I love this heat wave we've got going on. I've just been enjoying this like nice warm weather. It's very pleasant. And he unprovoked, he's like, oh, so you're more of a lazy day sunrise sort of person. No, the fuck I am not. And he was and he just said some random like BuzzFeed ass sentences. And I thought to myself, no, I'm not a sunrise girl, I'm a sunset girl. But anyway, but he was like, what if we planned a date around that? I was like, oh, like what? Like, I thought, I already kind of braced for the worst. I was like, he's probably gonna ask for some broke nigga shit, like, let's go to the beach. But he actually was like, how about I take you to this park in this area? And then he lists like a far ass away area, like hella far away, like not even any bus lines would go there, like hella long by Uber ass area. And he's like, let's go there for a first date and look at the view in the sunset. And I said, that could be nice. Maybe like after a third date when we're comfortable with each other. This nigga immediately changed, and I told him, but that sounds nice though. It could be pleasant. And this nigga got to change his tune so fast, and he was like, so do you just want to do like a coffee for the first date then? And I just responded, oh, see, I love men like you because it just makes me laugh that you don't read profiles. You saw that I don't drink. You saw that what dates I like, and you saw that I explicitly said I have coffee at home, so take me somewhere exciting, and you still offered that. Wow. Like, I'm just saying, the male loneliness epidemic is just made up. No, you niggas are just. I'm actually, you know what? I spent like fucking more than. I spent like 17 years in special ed, give or take. I'm gonna say it. You niggas are retarded. Like, full on, like, lobotomized, but without the lobotomy. Just fucking brain dead. Like, no two brain cells to rub together, no two sense to rub together, no anything. Just no anything. It's nothing but sperm cells and like big balls with a clit-sized penis. Just nothing. I hate you niggas. I want y'all to die. I fully fucking hate you niggas. Anyway, funny enough, I only opened the apps because I thought to myself, this should be easy enough. I'm looking for something casual but fun. And I'm the type of person who gets invited to fun shit all the time. So how do I put this? It'll be niggas. I'll put it this way. I'm someone who likes exciting and fun. So it'll be like, oh, look, I got free tickets to a jazz concert or an orchestra. I got free tickets to like a variety show that has like chicks fucking carrying 50-pound weights with their pussy muscles, or setting their pussy on fire on stage, or like balancing acts and trapeze and all this cool shit. Like I get free tickets to the circus, free ballroom lessons, dance classes, free movie events, free exclusive movie events for movies that haven't even came out yet. And you know what? I hate that men, especially in my area, but they're just so fucking terrible these days where it's like I could be like, I want to go somewhere with these niggas. And they'll just be like, like no, they're all lusty, they're all stupid as fuck, and they're all weird. Like, I'm gonna say it. I remember, no matter how long a nigga has known you, they will fuck it up. I was thinking about this today. There's this guy, his name was Vincent. He was like, I'll put it this way. We had he was attracted to me, I was attracted to him, but he was way more into me. Like, he was the type of nigga where you could curse him out a million times over and he would still stick around. He knew me for like 6 fucking years, like before the fucking pandemic. Like, I was 19 when I first met him. Like, and he watched my fucking, like, online everything every fucking day for 6 years. He knew the type of woman I was. He knew the type of shit I liked. You want to know what this bitch ass, stupid ass, fuck ass, lame ass nigga did? The opposite of everything I wanted. I even told him before the date, I was like, oh yeah, also, how's your hygiene, by the way? Because I'm very sensitive to smell. And I really like when men, like, shower before a date and, show up clean and sweet and stuff. Like, no offense, this is just something that's been happening more often. I just like to let people know. And he was like, oh yeah, no problem. I was gonna, like, that's totally fine. You wanna know what this did? He showed up unshowered, musty as fuck, smelling like he literally rubbed dog turds on his body, and then just fucking put himself in an oven to fucking roast for 12 hours. It was terrible. And then he was disrespectful, he was rude, he was walking ahead of me, he was terrible. And, like, all that shit. It's like, hell, like the type of, I remember with him specifically, I had like a free birthday deal or some shit for IKEA or something like that. Actually, no, he said he was going to get me some candles, and so he was going to get me like maybe at maximum like $10 worth of candles from IKEA. So it's like, okay, like a multi-pack of the tall ones and some short ones for a weak little amount, that's fine. This man, I remember, like, I just grabbed a few items. I didn't expect him to pay for it, but, like, it would have been nice if he did. But either way, I remember, like, it was, like, 2 bundles of lavender that were 50 cents each. And then, like, some hangers that were, like, $2 total for, like, 2 packs. And then I saw this cute little lamp, and it had a tag that said clearance, like, they all must go, like, $1.50. And I kind of looked at it, and I was like, and all I did was turn to him and said, hey, like, I reached for it and he saw I couldn't reach it. Mind you, this nigga's like 6'2". I turned to him and I was like, hey, is it possible you could reach that for me? Why does this man say, I'm not getting you anything more than candles, so don't ask? I didn't ask. I told him directly, I didn't ask you. I asked if you could reach up and grab that for me. And he said, oh. And he still didn't. And I said, and if you somehow really don't want to that bad, then can you just simply, like, find someone who can? Like, there can be a worker in the area. This nigga go and stand completely still, turn his neck one direction, turn his neck the other direction, and just go, oh, oh, hmm. So, yeah, anyway, that was annoying as fuck. And let's just say fuck that bitch ass nigga. And yeah, I remember I got home and I aired his ass out on the internet. He watched every second of it. He was, I don't, and I think later on he tried to apologize, but it's like, it's too late. You had a 6 year head start. And you still had to fuck it up. The bar was so low that all you had to do was shower, but instead you showed up musty, you walked like 7 feet ahead or entirely abandoned me in the store at multiple points, and then on top of all of that bullshit, you still had the nerve to get mad at me for what would have been an item that costs $1.50, or at maximum, if he did pay for the other items, it would have been like, okay, like $15 instead of $10. So he doesn't consider me worth five fucking bucks in his, like, mind you, he still thought I was gorgeous. I remember that specifically on the car ride home. He suddenly got super friendly and chipper as if he didn't fuck up my day. And he was like, yeah, sorry about that. I just get super cold whenever I'm first meeting people and I get nervous, blah, blah, blah. It's like that didn't change. I left that car without saying a fucking word. Or I think I did say something to him, but I forget. It was something mean. And he ate that shit like a champ. But either way, nah, he was unimpressive. These niggas just aren't impressive. They aren't. And they're not very smart. A lot of these men, I'm gonna say it again, they're fucking retarded. They'll be like, hi, I'm 36 on a date with a 23-year-old. I am going to be paranoid at every turn and second that she's going to be using me for my money. And then even if you do pass the test, they'll still be fucking paranoid. It's like, nigga, let me get, like, you would not be panicking this hard if you were on a date with someone who was like 35, the same age as you and less attractive. And you would probably ball out on her pretty well by it and treat her well and take her to a nice dinner or whatever without any hesitation. So why are you hesitating with me? Hmm? Like, what's your concern? I think some of them are just worried about they'll get trapped in sunk loss fallacy, or I'll ask for something too big later on down the line. But it's like, no, nigga. Uh, as it, like, I remember that one specific man. He was like, "You want to go out and like grab dinner tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, sure." And he offered a place that was just like a rundown like burrito spot. And he was like, "How about this? Like, do you want to do this for me? Do you want to come to this place? Or did you like, or are you fine not eating? Like, can you just eat something at home?" He was trying to test me, I guess, to just see if I was just using him for free food, which is stupid as fuck. It's like you're 36 and you're fat and you're ugly, like, or at most mid. Like, I liked him, but it's like I thought he was genuinely interesting, but his tests were pissing me off, and I was like, I mean, yeah, I just had food a second ago. We could get food if you want, but we don't have to. But I would like to leave my house for like, like something like, what would you like to do for a date then, if not dinner? Because it is pretty late at night already. I'm not sure there's much open at this hour. And he just got hella paranoid and aggressive. And it's like, I'll put it this way: date within your range, then. Don't disrespect me. Like, come on now. And it's just, I don't know. It's like these niggas will be on here posting on Reddit on our nice girls. Like, look at this girl. She thought that she was owed a fancy dinner off their first date. And mind you, what they're usually hiding is that her profile usually gave the energy of, I'm trying to get a fancy date and I'm trying to do this, this, and that. Like, yeah, maybe date the women in your, like, date the women who post about, like, I love bubbles and cuddling and video games, and then go ahead and get you that girl. But no, you want to go for the girls who are out here like, hi, I'm looking for a man who can match my lifestyle that I already give to myself pretty damn well and have already enjoyed. And you want to be like, oh, like, they're terrible out here. I've mentioned it before. I remember a dude asked me, what's the most interesting date you've been on? And I told him all about this one guy who, like, we went to like a burlesque show for the first date, but he also almost got me a sword. He got me a very nice ruby bracelet from a local little shop that was over in that area. And how then we went to this really nice like Michelin star Thai restaurant, and after that we did an escape room and we got matching sweaters and got serenaded by some guitarists, and how it was just like one of those really amazing beautiful romance movie dates that just was so surreal to experience, and I was super happy about it. And I made it clear the entire time as I talked about that story on the app. I was like, yeah, it was just like, it was really wild and unexpected. It was one of those dates where it's just like, to this day, I can't believe it happened. And then this man's first response was, well, I would think that a first date should be coffee or walk, but if you want to be a gold digger and use men for money, that's okay. And I remember I was like, first off, I never said I was going to have a date with you. Second of all, I never said you had to do all of that. And third of all, your insecurity reeks. You specifically asked me what the best date I've ever had was. And now you're complaining. What next? Are you gonna say that, like, if you ask me my favorite dessert, if I say tiramisu, you're gonna assume that I need you to bake me one? Or that I'm a gold digger with expensive taste? Like, yeah, nigga. Like, fuck you. And I remember I was so mad I cursed him out on multiple social media platforms. I don't play that shit. This, like, ugh. Like, niggas are so weird. It's like you're an old, like, it'll be old niggas out here. Like, the older they are, the worse they are. It's like, because they don't want to admit that they're rotten, spoiled goods. They are. They are. Maybe don't be 50 trying to match with girls in their 20s. And then maybe don't match with the bad bitches. Like, no, like, come on now. Go for the mid ones who, like, have low self esteem. Those ones will, like, suck your dick for a fruit plate and a high five. Like, come on now. Why? Like, I'm just saying. I remember this other guy. I remember, like, he specifically, his question, the first thing he asked me was, "What's on your bucket list?" And like and I was like, oh, interesting question. And I told him about like the cool racetrack where you can like drift cars in the city and rent them out for like an hour, and how cool that was. And also about like helicopter rides where it's like for $200 you can go on a helicopter ride around the city, and how despite pollution, I had to admit, it was kind of cool because of that 50 Shades of Grey movie. And I was like, and I made it clear, I was like, those just seem really interesting to me. That's the type of stuff that I have on my bucket list, and I'm hoping to get some of that done this summer actually. And he, like, this nigga went out of his way to be like, oh, so you're just looking for a fucking sugar daddy, like a fucking gold digger, huh? Well, unlike you, I'm not looking for prostitutes. I said, nigga, not even one, I'm not looking for prostitutes. Two, you asked me what my bucket list was. A bucket list is stuff you want to achieve over your lifetime or do for fun. I never asked you to pay for it. I never mentioned you in these plans at all. I said these were things that I personally myself was going to do. And here you are lashing out at me. You should kill yourself. I'm pretty sure I said the word specifically. You should kill yourself. And how do I put this? I often have told men to kill themselves on social media platforms, and that is often why I have such a fun time getting banned from these apps. They need to hear it. They need to hear it. Like, I'm just saying, they need to hear it. I'm getting tired of these niggas. Like, there's also dudes who will specifically be like, hey, I see that you like this type of fancy shit, like this restaurant, that activity, all that. I'd love to do that for you. And it's like, there we go, someone who's finally speaking my language. And then after, like, then they'll try to switch it up and be like, cool, but how about coffee for a first date? And it's like, nigga, that is one of the things on my profile I said I specifically do not like. And if you're like, Timothy, why don't you like coffee? There's a video I made, actually, you can find it on my YouTube channel, about the time I was like 21. To sum it up, I remember I was on this website and a guy was like, hey, want to meet me for coffee? I said, no, thank you. I prefer higher effort dates. He said, I'll give you $50 if you meet with me for coffee. It was one of those sugar daddy websites back in the day. Or like, and so I was like, you know what? Like, hey, that's not too bad. So we met somewhere close to me. I remember I looked cute as fuck, and I approached him and I was like, oh, hi. How are you doing? And I came in for a hug. This nigga had his arms down like a fucking corpse, like a fucking cadaver, as I hugged him. And I looked at him and said, so, how are you doing today? And this nigga just says, right. And then walks into the fucking Starbucks. And he barely holds open the door for me. And it's like, oh, interesting. I get a large fucking mocha cookie crumble frappuccino, delicious as fuck. But I didn't really need caffeine, and definitely not that much. But whatever. It's like, okay, you know what? It's tasty. And I remember I kept trying to talk to him and he was just brushing everything off. And you want to know what happened as soon as we left the Starbucks? I guess, like, I was like, and how about you? Like, what do you like to do for fun? This nigga gonna switch up from like total cadaver energy to just like hornball. He's just like, oh, kissing. Yeah, kissing. I like kissing with tongue. Do you like kissing with tongue? Like French kissing? And I said, not within the first 2 minutes of a date of meeting somebody, no. And he said, ah, okay. And then as we walked, he kind of started trailing behind me, and it was so funny because at a crosswalk, I knew what he was going to do. It was just so embarrassing and frustrating that it happened. He starts trailing away more until finally, like, I just sit down somewhere, and this nigga trails behind me so much that he just slowly, awkwardly trails off down a side street and disappears and vanishes like a fucking paranormal activity ghost. Just like, now you see him, now you don't type shit. Like, the most unceremonious 2 minutes of my life. So how do I put this? It's like, okay, do I really want to, and I didn't get the $50. So it's like, okay, do I really want more sexual harassment and weirdness? Do I want to, I don't even like coffee like that. I don't. It's one of those things, like, it's not my thing. I'm not a coffee person. Also, I'm going to say it, why are you trying to invite bitches out at night for juice? Like, no, kill yourself. Like, you hate me so much that you won't offer me a dinner, you're going to offer me juice. Like, of all the, like, I don't know. Niggas just aren't smart. They'll be like, this is a chick who likes fucking fine dining, luxury events, cool, like awesome things. I'm gonna match with her and just be a total fucking cunt. And they are total fucking cunts. Ah, it's just baffling, is all. Just, wow. Wow. Hmm. Anyway, funny enough, I just got on the apps just to see what was out there. Because, it's like I have like three options for potential summer flings. One extremely clingy, very, very ugly older man who has been hounding me for like a month or two to finally give him a chance, like desperate for it. And even he tried to do the whole dangling a carrot shit of, ooh, I can take you to dead fish, I can take you to this place and that place. And then the other day, like yesterday, I hit him up. I'm like, hey, how about this? Instead of trying to do like and convince me last minute late at night to meet you for dessert at like 10 o'clock at night or whatever, how about this? How about tomorrow, since you said you're free tomorrow, we can just go to dead fish like you said, and I get all dolled up for you. He was like, oh, dead fish? Do you mean dead fish or did you mean something else? Because he was trying to test me. I said, yeah, yeah. What else could I possibly mean? Like, you said it yourself that's something you'd want to do for me and you offered it as a first date before. And you still like me, right? Like, is it a problem for you? I was thinking I'd get very dolled up for you. And he very much, like, accepted that challenge. But we ended up not doing it today. So it's like, whatever. Like, but regardless. And then aside from that, option number two for dating. This one guy, he looks okay. He's 6.5. Personality is giving 6.5, 7.5 maximum. Like nothing that you'd write to anybody about. That's why not even anyone's hearing about him. Just two boring mid dudes. And then the last one is this extremely fine as fuck. I'm talking gorgeous, like 6'3", muscular, tatted up, dick like a fucking Arizona tea can, huge and thick and girthy. Nice ass cheeks, nice thick thighs, beautiful bluish green eyes, shiny full head of hair with a great hairline, muscular, knows how to fight, tech nerd, engineer money. Wait, no, research money specifically. And a whole bunch of things about him that are just very cool. And he seems chill. Before I know, he could be a loser or not. But all I know is he's going to be busy on a research study for a few weeks, so I won't even be able to do anything with him. So it's like an annoying ass locked character that won't be available until like August or whatever. And even then, that's just the chance to see if he's boring as fuck or not. The dating pool is annoying. Apps are annoying. Going outside, annoying. Like, even outside recently, I looked so fucking fine that I had at least 7 people compliment me in the first 3 minutes of me arriving. This nigga, I remember, like, this is a man from a demographic that I don't date, and we can guess which one this is from what he told me. He walks up to me, and this bitch ass nigga says, haha, we like because it was a comedy show I was at. And I remember this nigga walks up to me and he's just like, haha, we could watch this shit back in my place, on Tubi. Yeah, you like that in my bed? Yeah. And it's like, it just kind of was like, see, that's why you are one of the two demographics I don't date. Because what the fuck was that? What the fuck was. Really? It's like, I just thought to myself, this nigga needs to be killed. I don't like you, man. Like, fuck you. Kill yourself. People piss me off in general. I don't know. There's a lot of stupidity on this planet. Like, there's a lot of stupidity. Like, unrelated, I went to a movie theater recently and I was talking to a guy. We weren't even talking, like, above, like, just barely above a whisper. Like, and then I had a bunch of people shush me. Mind you, not even like, it wasn't, the movie didn't begin. Not even the fucking ads began. Like, not even the fucking trailers began. It was pitch black in that theater and the lights were still on and they were shushing me. Like, how do I put this? I have never in my life wanted to see, like, all those people set on fire at once. I'm gonna manifest it. I hope every single motherfucker in that room who shushed me trips and falls in front of a bad bitch sometime. Like I want it to be like a spill, like they fall over and it's like a nasty spill, like like their knees wobble trying to get back up type shit. I hate those motherfuckers. I hate them. Sorry. As you can imagine, I have a lot of rage in my system. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know, dating apps are so annoying. The male epidemic is not real. A lot of y'all just suck and are stupid as fuck. And I've been, like, I just opened the apps because I was like, let's just see what's out there and start a few conversations, but let me just focus on my goals. So that then, like, I can have a few people that I talk to every now and then side by side, and maybe a few cool events lined up for, like, the rest of June and July. But, or at least aside from these men, don't worry, I have tons of events I get invited to, even without these niggas. Like I said, I get invited to shit all the time. That's why I need an interesting man, because I don't want a subpar man who's subpar as fuck. But a lot of these niggas are boring as fuck, don't do shit, are stingy, are ugly as fuck, have no personality, and are lusty as fuck, and feel like they need to have sex off the bat. I don't like those types. So, yeah. In fact, hell, I'll mention it. I remember sometime last year. Funny enough, I just thought about this one. It was a guy. His name was Donish, and he was weird because I remember that we met totally impromptu over a comedy show mix up. We got dinner. It was nice. We went to the comedy burlesque show. It was nice. He had this like anti-sex, anti-erotic energy, and it's like, why are you at a burlesque show then? And why are you getting the ick at me saying anything that even slightly alludes to attraction or enjoyment of what I'm watching? But he still made the like he had like a 6.5 energy, but still friendly. And I remember towards the end of that date, suddenly he just tries to put his hand on my upper thigh, like only like a few inches away from the pussy area. And I just remember gently like guiding his hand back to his own leg with a smile and dropping off. I gave him a hug and said bye, and I talked to him soon. And I remember like he kind of had a iffy energy about it. I waited a week or so, and then I thought to myself, you know what, it's a nice night out. I could see Donish again. I call him up. This nigga was like, haha, I didn't expect you to call. Because, after you rejected me so badly last week, like, that fucked me up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make her work for me. I'm going to make her try hard to impress me and to get me again after what she did. And it's like, I just thought to myself, that was the most humongous red flag I had ever gotten. I just said, female trait, and then hung up. And then texted him how I thought he was impressive. But after the lusty energy and all that, like, it very much ruined my perception of him, which was a shame because I thought he was very handsome, masculine, and attractive at that point. But it's like, I'll put it this way: the type of nigga who gets rejected once for, like, and not even for anything big, it's just like the most polite. Like, I didn't even, like, that was, what? Like, there's a million reasons why that was wrong. It's like, yeah, Donish, you're gonna die fucking alone, dude. Like, you fumbled it so bad. You had a bad bitch that wanted you, and all she did was, it's like, nigga, you haven't even hugged me yet, and you're trying to touch my upper thigh. Like, what's my last name? What's my first name, actually? Like, come on now. Just, I don't know. A lot of these niggas need to die alone. Ladies, please keep your legs closed. Wear condoms, pop the plan Bs, and if those somehow don't work, get the damn abortions while you can. Just stop. Anyway. But yeah, shit is wild. And yeah, so let's just say, like, I was just taking a smallest little peep at the apps, and let's just say I got so much reminders. Funny enough, most of these men were specifically from one of the second demographic that I hate dating, which I'm not, like, I hate that demographic so fucking much. And I just was like, it's so funny that I was like, let me just take a peek at what's out there, and then just see, like, what potential I have, and formulate a cute little profile so I can attract the right niggas. And then all the wrong niggas came first. It's like, what the fuck? And it threw me off my game so bad that it's like, you know what? Fuck Hinge. I see why I never used it. I miss Bumble, but at the same time, I would probably be cursing out even more niggas on Bumble. Fuck these niggas. And just already with the annoying format and the way the app works and all, it's just not worth it to me. It's like, no thank you. I'm not trying to get picked that goddamn badly. Come to me correctly with a date that actually fits my profile, with actual conversation, manners, hygiene, all that, and I might even leave my house for you. And yes, you're paying the bill, and yes, like, I'm just saying, fuck you. Because it's like, I'll put it this way: I have platonic buddies who have done 10 times more than them. Like, 10 times more. Like, my homegirls have given me chocolates and lingerie, and perfume, and even gold jewelry. Like, I've had niggas I'm just, like, come on now. I have a million more stories of niggas I'm just friends with platonically, no sex ever involved, giving me 10 times more. You're trying to court me, and you're trying to just be like, let's sit somewhere. Shut up. And if you're like, Tamia, do you think you're a queen? Oh, yes, actually. I think I'm better than that. I think I'm a fucking goddess. You wouldn't ask for a goddess to bless your life coming empty handed, would you? Because that would be fucking stupid. Like, there was only one time I had ever split the bill with a man over these fucking years, and that was my ex Liam. And that was like, I think that was like for the first date, maybe the second, I don't know. And that was truly just because we had decided to be friends, you know. But he had fallen for me very quickly, and then things quickly changed. Where next thing you know, he was happy to pay for anything I wanted. I'm like, and that was an extreme rare thing only because I had several years of isolation and a shit ton of trauma. And even then, that relationship was not all peaches and cream, as we all know. I'm just saying, fuck the dating scene. So I guess it's like that was a fun little lesson. It's like, okay, don't even look at the apps at all. I'm just gonna keep being a bad bitch and focusing on my life and my goals, and no one has access to my life because no one deserves me. Even if I meet a cute guy, I have to remind myself, okay, if he really wanted me that bad, he'd message me himself, he'd plan a date himself, he would try himself. And he's not, so why should I trip off of it? Is it hurting my ego? Sounds like I need to stay inside and do some inner work, cook myself some fucking home cooked meals, and get some hobbies then. Because fuck that nigga, he's not that interesting. You just want him to fix you. Or if not fix you, then you want his companionship, his attention, to touch his hair. Guess what, bitch? You have wigs at home. Put on a nice wig, touch your own wig, get your vibrator revved up. Like, you know, it's not bad to want companionship. It's not bad to want friendship and all that. But I have to remind myself, it's like, okay, I don't need a relationship. I need kinship, friends in the community. I need effort. And if someone's trying to date me, I don't want the type of person who's just like, oh yeah, I think you're so amazing and splendid that I'm only going to pay for my own food and fuck you. I want the type of, like, I don't want to date the type of people who are low effort and stingy and paranoid. I want to date the type of people who are like, I'm secure in myself and I like you. Of course I'm going to pay the bill. Yeah, get dolled up for me. Let's do this. Let's do that. People who try. I like people who try. I remember Riley. Yeah, Riley from last year. I remember he tried to not try with me. And I don't know why we kept talking, but we somehow did. We somehow did. I think we were just talking about like a murder mystery house or something. And he was intrigued enough to be like, like, but I'll put it this way. I don't want to keep having conversations with men where I have to keep convincing them like, hey, guess what? I'm worth more than a walk. I'm worth actually, like, because it's like Riley was the type of person to be like, take public transit and split the bill, blah blah blah. And I did change him, but it's like I don't want to change a man. I want the type of nigga that comes correct off the first fucking place and isn't stupid. Like, some of these niggas will try low effort and then lose me and then come correctly, and it's like, okay, why were you trying me in the first place? That's unattractive. Like, come the fuck on now. I don't like that shit. Anyway, it's like I'm reminding myself, it's like, okay, if a man tries to be like, what are you looking for? Unmatch him. If a man tries to be like, what kind of date do you want? Unmatch him. If a man says he can't plan dates, unmatch him. If a man tries to be like, do you like spontaneity? Most likely you should, like, not even give him any extra time, because their version of spontaneity is not like, let's go to Lake Tahoe, like the guy from last year was, God bless his soul. Their version is like, would you like to spontaneously come over and suck my dick after I buy you an orange juice? And it's like, no thank you. A lot of these niggas are pussies. Like, they'll get their friends to ask me out for them on their behalf, which is pussy. Bitch ass, lame ass niggas. I don't like that. Anyway. But you know who is a real ass nigga? Me. I'm the best out here. And so, therefore, I owe it to myself to treat myself amazingly well and good. And that means, that, like, I'm glad that I value myself enough where I've been laying on my floor dehydrated as fuck all day, but not even a man being like, I could buy you a juice. Like, even yesterday night, I was hungry as fuck. And like I was like, I'm not craving anything meaty or this or that, but I am craving something sweet. And then when the ugly guy is trying to audition to be my fuck buddy, who's probably gonna fail, he was like, hey, let's go on a late night dessert one, and he was hounding me hella often at night for it, and I thought to myself, that gives me an ick. Like, no, stop with the low effort begging me at night. Like, nigga, like, I had to tell him, it's like, I don't want to just toss on a hoodie with my dark circles and show up. I want it to be actual planned effort, something during the daytime, and something safe. And so, no thank you. Like, I know my worth. I know what gets me out the house. Like, and mind you, I was craving something sweet, and the corner store was closed. But I still turned him down. I'm just saying, you gotta know your value, because it's like, you should take offense at certain things. It's like niggas who claim like they adore you and love you, but they don't see you as worth a sandwich. Niggas who claim you're the most beautiful woman ever, but they only want to like walk a few blocks with you instead of do something nice for you. I'm just saying. Like, if they're really that worried. Like, I remember once this one dude, he had a lot of money. He gave me like $600 unprovoked for my artwork. Very nice of him. I remember he still was trying to be like stingy, and he was like, "How about we go on a date for some coffee soon?" And I was like, no, thank you. And he was like, "Why not?" And I said, "Well, I feel like if you want to talk to me, you already have me over text, and we've been talking in person and over text for a while. You know my personality, and you know how I'm like, and you already know that you like how I look. The only thing you have left to do is actually plan a date that has effort. And I'm the type of girl where it's like I like to go out to a nice, classy restaurant and sit in a nice dress." And that nigga fucking pussied out, and it's like, "Alright, pussy out if you want to, bitch. Not my issue." Because it's like, that just means you don't like me that fucking bad. And it's like, sorry, you thought if you want broke bitch pussy, go fucking look at the blade. Like, good. Like, I don't know what it is about them and their internal beliefs about people like me, but it's like, no, thank you. Kill yourself. Yeah, I wasn't missing out on much. He was the type of dude to just like microdose acid and shrooms all the time and was incredibly selfish and annoying and pussy. So I wasn't missing out on anything. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just figuring out what I want. And I guess for now, what I want is to delete Hinge. It's only been a few fucking hours and somehow it's worse than it ever was on Bumble, which is really saying something. The formatting, the website, all of it, it's fucking terrible. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus. Anyway, oof. So yeah, instead I'll probably just be on Pinterest and organizing folders on my phone so that I can learn cool things to do, like stretching and dances and cool movies to watch and things like that. Not stressing over how stupid niggas are. I'd rather watch cool stuff like Chinese imperial dramas about Empress Wu Yi and like My Lady Jane, or on Amazon Prime and shit. This isn't an ad. This is just me talking. I'd rather like look at videos of supermodels walking and figure out how to emulate it. I'd rather look at like a million more things than another man texting me the most dumb fucking questions ever on a shitty dating app that burns through my skull with the shitty colors and brightness and all that. God bless and amen. Thank you.